take that as a yes then. Ah, finally, you're here! Do you have a message for me from someone by any chance? There's not a single prophecy about you in that dictionary. That's what you were about to say, right? Oh? One moment, then. Your curiosity seems as strong as ever, Barbeloth. Alas, my future will have to remain absent from your dictionary. The wind may be happy to let dandelions trace its form and have poets sing it into verse, but to be contained is hardly its nature. So, dear Barbeloth, please do set your pen down. Words heard on the wind are not meant to be recorded on the page. If you're truly interested in this legend, allow me to fashion it into a poem. I'll be sure to share it with you ladies at our next tea party. Barbeloth has always been a reasonable person, and I believe she heard my request. As such, our conversation should be free from interruptions for now.
Wait! Barbeloth was listening in just now? Paimon didn't notice a thing!
Well, she is a Hexenzirkel mage. They all have quite a few tricks up their sleeves.
Still, you noticed right away and even got her to leave us alone. Doesn't that make you the real master at cards here?
Given the various practical factors at play, I'd call myself a master with limits.
There you go, being all secretive again. Well, anyway, there wasn't a single thing about you in that dictionary.
You being here is enough. Barbeloth's prophecy concerning me may be incomplete, but it's not incorrect. There's something I need to do, and I could indeed use your help. Trusty as always. In that case, could you play a song with me later? Yep, that's all. But don't worry, this isn't a performance to decide the fate of some consequential event. It's just a duet between friends. The last time I played this song, the howling gale was my sole audience, and the notes scattered in all directions, leaving only fragments of the melody behind. But now, with a friend like you by my side, why should the wind alone bear witness to this music? Besides, I think my hands will be just that much steadier, playing alongside a trusty friend like you. That's all I ask. Now, let's head to the performance venue. If we follow the breeze, we'll be there in no time. All right, let's get going. Just relax and let the wind lead the way. No need to hold your breath. In and out. Easy does it. I let the birds know we would be coming, so we won't run into them. Don't worry, it's just a little ocean spray. You won't get soaked. Ah, the delightful sea breeze. Go on, breathe it in. We're almost there.
here.
Not always. It was once an isle like any other. An ordinary, unassuming aggregation of sand and gravel. That is, until seeds of stories were brought here by the wind and cultivated by time. And in due course, the wind brought forth new tales, and time caused them to grow into legends. So with that, allow me to welcome you in truth to this island favored by time, traveler. This is the place where time and wind met in the distant past.
Whoa! You suddenly sound so serious, Tone-Deaf Bard. Paimon's not sure she's following this conversation anymore either.
Fret not, dear Paimon. The best stories always start with a bit of suspense and intrigue. I told you about this before, remember? About how I encountered time at the Thousand Winds Temple and received some help? Well, it was because of time's help that those first winds of freedom were able to blow so strongly. But forceful gales like that are most suited to wiping things clean, not helping things grow. So, after a few crises in Mondstadt were resolved, I made the winds gentler. Just strong enough to bolster the people in times of need without knocking them off their feet. Shadows gather in the distance. I'm sure you felt it too. I've heard about the Pyro Archon's face-off with the ruler of death, Renova, and what happened to the Fatui Harbinger, the captain. And that's not even mentioning how abyssal activity has been encroaching closer and closer to Mondstadt. I fear the impending crisis may be beyond what humans alone can solve. In light of that, I need to be prepared. It is the Animo Archon's duty to intervene in times of need. As such, I, Barbados, will bring forth a wind strong enough to disperse whatever storm lies ahead. But if I whip up a gale of such strength in Mondstadt City, it would just turn the place upside down. Clothes, hats, the flowers that rest on people's balconies. That's why I chose to do it here. The place where I once offered an ode to time. Who knows? Perhaps time chose this island's special favor precisely on account of my lovely, lovely music.
Wait, so is this place really that special? It sure doesn't look like it. There's a tide that ebbs and flows, and a bunch of birds that come and go. It just seems normal.
Time's impact on things isn't limited to what the eye can see. Think of it like a ripe sunsetia. If the outer peel remains intact, it's nearly impossible for the average person to tell whether the fruit inside is ripe. But even the tiniest hole in said peel will cause the fruit to rot, starting from that spot. Nestled in the hands of time, not one blemish marks this island's peel. Thus, time's influence on its very essence remains hidden to all. At the most fundamental level, of course, all things that lack time's favor will be erased at some point. But with the power that remains here, I can leverage time to draw a boundary around the wind. That way, the outside world won't notice a thing, no matter how powerful of a gale I whip up here. Of course, as the one requesting help, I should offer something in return. That's why I invited you here, traveler, so we could perform an ode to time together. Just let me know when you're ready. Oh, and I can lend you an instrument if you need one. Great. Let's get started. Looks like our music has moved some in our audience to step on stage. But that's against concert rules, so let's usher them out. I understand your love for music, of course. But for now, I'm going to have you leave the premises.
You two! Time to end them! Get to work!
Think you can get away? Here we go! Ha. All right, that should do it. That was an exquisite performance, Traveler. Thank you. Don't worry. That power was mine and mine alone. No external help was involved. Think of it like tuning a musical instrument so that it might play melodies lovelier still.
Ha! So you do have some tricks up your sleeve. What else are you hiding, huh?
Oh, Paimon. How many tricks could I possibly have? I only have 2 sleeves, after all.
You know that's not what Paimon meant, tone-deaf bard.
I have a feeling the wind is gonna be pretty strong today. We should head back to Mondstadt and tell people to hold on to their hats.
Dodoko. Hey there, Klee!
Mr. Honorary Knight! Paimon! Dodoko needs help. Mom said you were coming, but I didn't know it'd be so soon.
Dodoko needs help? Oh, for Pete's sake! Is that the task?
What? No, for Klee's sake. And for Dodoko, too.
No, Paimon knows that. She was asking about the task. You know what that is, right? It's like a... Yeah, something that needs doing.
Oh, so like when I go blast fishing with Jumpy Dumpty?
No. A task isn't just something you want to do.
I'm confused.
It's like when your mom tells you to do something. That's a task.
Oh, thanks, Paimon. That kind of makes more sense, although not really. Anyway, let's go help Dodoko now.
Hold on. What kind of help does Dodoko need?
Oh, right. Well, every Dodoko's gotta find a red 4-leaf clover to become a super special Dodoko. Then, Dodoko needs to become friends with lots of people and can make it through the Dodo King's trial. Once that's done, she can then become a super awesome... Dodo Sorcerer! That's what Mom said anyway.
Huh. A Dodo King being in charge of a Dodo Sorcerer. Makes sense, actually. But specifically, what do we need to do?
No idea. But Mom said that you two would tell me.
Right. Well, let's have a look at this book then.
Oh, there's a note inside it.
Huh. Let's see what it says. At the first stage of the trial, Dodoko arrived in a forest of whispering leaves. There, past layer upon layer of hurdles, a secret lay buried, waiting to be uncovered. Seems like part of a story about Dodoko.
Oh, I know where that forest is. It's where I go to blast... where I go to play a lot. Come on, everyone, follow me.
All right, let's go! What's with all the weird stuff around here? And why are there so many hilichurls? Huh. Maybe the hilichurls brought it all here.
Oh, I bet this is where we find the turtles.
Close, but the note said hurdles, not turtles. And whatever we're looking for is supposed to be buried past all the hurdles. Are there any other clues around? Is there no dodo device that can help us out here?
Nope.
What should we do then?
Mom says the best thing to do when you run into a problem is to try and fix it.
Yeah!
No one escapes my sight!
Smile!
Blow them all up. Boing, boing, boom. No fair.
All right, that's the hilichurls and barriers all taken care of. And we didn't set the forest on fire.
I was extra careful with Jumpy Dumpty. I've been getting sent to confinement less and less these days.
Nice job, Klee. Maybe sometime soon you won't have to go at all.
Well, if Master Jean would just let Klee blow the confinement room up.
That's not really what Paimon had in mind. Wait, what about the trial? Did we learn anything new?
Yep, I found this in the hole Jumpy Dumpty created after exploding.
Huh, another note.
Yup, and it's Mom's handwriting again.
Now then, Dodoko may or may not have blasted all the hurdles away, though the most direct approach is sometimes the most elegant one. Either way, thus did Dodoko make it to the second stage of the trial, which, coincidentally, was also the final stage. Even the most energetic of children need to pace themselves after all. So, Dodoko proceeded to the banks of a lake of fallen stars, passed the final trial, and obtained her reward. But could things really be that simple? Huh. A lake of fallen stars. That must be Starfell Lake! Let's go see what we can find!
All right!
Paimon's super curious about what this reward's gonna be. Fingers crossed for some kind of awesome treasure!
It's a chest!
The final treasure must be inside this thing!
You got it! Me and Dodoko will get it open, no problem!
Whoa, wait a second! Monsters incoming!
They want to steal Dodoko's treasure, I just know it! Let's kick them out! Then we can open the box. Junky Junky Snow! Box and splash! Pew!
Let it rain!
Say cheese!
Breaking news! That's that! The note implied things wouldn't be that simple. Guess it was because of those monsters.
But that means we passed the trial!
Yep! Now then, let's check out what's in this box!
Oh, it's
A tiny hat?
a hat for Dodoko! In the Dodo clan, only the awesomest and bestest Dodokos in the land can earn the acknowledgement of the Dodo King. Their job is to help out and protect all the other Dodokos so the Dodo King gives them a special hat. That way, the other Dodokos will recognize them and know who they can go to for help.
Oh, so now your Dodoko is one of these special Dodokos with a hat.
Exactly. The hat makes Dodoko a Dodo sorcerer now. She can use special spark magic to help even more people.
Klee? The Knights have informed me about explosions being heard from the forest outside the city.
Mr. Honorary Knight, Paimon, a little help, please.
That's because we cleared out a Hilichurl camp over there, and a bunch of slimes, too. Plus, we were working on Klee's task.
That's right.
And as for the fish over here?
I might have blasted them, but because there were monsters in the lake, I didn't do it on purpose. It's not like those other times.
I see. I take it those other times were on purpose then?
They weren't not on purpose.
I noticed the destroyed camp on the way here, and I saw the monsters fleeing along the shore of Starfell Lake. Am I correct in assuming that's all the damage, Traveler?
Yeah, you know Paimon. Clearing out monsters with a single punch. Ha! She's just awesome like that.
Klee. Come with me. Let's head back.
Oh, is it confinement for Klee again?
Well, the Traveler's vouching for you, so I suppose your punishment will just have to be a meal at the Good Hunter. You've been out and about all day. I'm sure you must be hungry.
You're the best, Master Jean.
You two are more than welcome to join as well.
Ha-ha! Awesome! Paimon's been craving some sweet madame. Hey, Albedo! Thought we'd find you here. Oh, are you painting?
Yes, I finally have a moment to myself. So I decided to pick up my brush and get some practice in. Indeed. Of course, thanks to your help, and my fellow knights, that matter was resolved with little issue. In addition, I was able to complete the final task my master left for me. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome. Sucrose has been advancing swiftly in her studies too. She can tackle many alchemy projects on her own now. The Knights of Favonius don't have any duties for me at the moment either. No responsibilities, no tasks, no problems to resolve. It's not. It just feels strange, not having to rack my brain for solutions to all manner of problems. To be quite honest, I'm finding the idle life a bit hard to get used to. I keep finding myself considering if there might be other issues that need solving. But, unfortunately for me, Mondstadt seems perfectly problem-free at the moment.
There's nothing wrong with enjoying a bit of me time. Nothing good comes from working yourself to the bone. But if you're really that bored, you can come hang out with us. Paimon will teach you the true art of doing nothing.
Well, I suppose I should learn from the best.
Traveler, don't say things like that. You're gonna jinx us.
Strange to see you so idle, Albedo. But considering that you've completed Master Rhindaughter's final task, I suppose you deserve a break.
See? What did Paimon tell ya? You asked for trouble, and here it comes.
Sabas, what are you doing here? Yes, he's also one of my master's creations. I suppose that makes him a family member of sorts.
Don't you take that tone with me. I'll have you know that I alone keep that giant house in order as its butler. And yes, that has meant dealing with the assorted collection of vials and jars that you and Master use, washing them, drying them, all that work done by one cat.
Wait, you're a butler? How does that work? How do you handle vials and stuff without, you know, thumbs?
How do you stay afloat in midair?
Huh? It's just something Paimon's always known how to do.
Housekeeping is the same for me. Such facts are not up for question, and shall receive no answers.
Hey! You're not allowed to say the same answer that Paimon said! You... Ugh! Sure. But don't expect Paimon to listen to his rambling.
Allow me to get to the point, then. I'm here at Master Rhindaughter's request. She has a message for me to pass along. Ahem.
Dearest Albedo, in regard to that task I set for you, your discovery of an answer that you can accept is most delightful. Alas, once a problem is solved, mulling it over in one's head loses all meaning. I'm sure the pendulum in your ever-whirring mind is swinging toward boredom as we speak. Might I suggest posing questions of your own, then? Cast the answers you know aside. Instead, embrace the questions you don't. After all, questions have always been more interesting than answers, and much better for passing the time. I look forward to what questions you'll bring me upon our next meeting. And should you come up with ones even I've never considered, all the better. It's unlikely, of course, but do your best. And who knows? If you're lucky, you might just surprise me. Oh, and don't attempt to create a self whose sole purpose is to pose or ponder questions. I've tried it, and it doesn't work. Lastly, I sent Sabas with a gift for you. Do keep it well, all right? Ah, and no need to feed him. He doesn't get hungry.
As you instruct, Master.
Master had quite a bit to say, I see. That really took a lot out of me. Well, I've passed the message along, so I shan't tarry in this frozen death trap for a second longer. I need to deliver a separate message to Mondstadt at any rate.
Huh. Who else would have a connection to Rheindotter and Mondstadt? Oh!
Although his birth was rather recent, Master Rheindotter has long foreseen what his task should be. But I digress. I shall be on my way. If I stay here a second longer, my tail might turn into an icicle. Your gift from Master Rheindotter is on the table. Use it well.
You know, Albedo, your family gets more confusing by the second. Speaking of, would that cat really count as a family member? He called himself a butler and all, but...
Master created Sabas long before me. By the standards of a normal family, that would make him my elder, I suppose. Of course, my family could scarcely be considered normal. So, by that logic, that type of relationship holds little meaning. At the same time, Sabas did look after me quite a bit back in the day, helping me tidy up various vials and jars. He even modeled for my sketches at times.
Wait a second! The cat you drew today... That's him then, isn't it?
Yes. Whenever I need to think, I turn to drawing, and let my subconscious take over. It always helps me sort my thoughts out. And for some reason, I often wind up choosing a portrait of Sabas. I have drawn so many at this point that it's become second nature. Thus, this leaves my mind free to consider other things.
Yeah, we thought it was just a random cat. Guess he was a way bigger deal than we thought.
Well, now you know his real name. I can tell you more stories about him sometime, if you like. But right now...
The tree takes pride in its most perfect fruit. So complete, so flawless. But you, O Seed of Dreams, do not settle for being the king of a universe, confined to its flesh.
I need to think. New questions.